Monster porn. I get into Dwayne's flat like a suicide bomber landing a plane, throwing script, bag, Evian and sunglasses in every direction. I'd driven around for nearly 3 hours after the shoot, far past the creeping halo of Las Vegas over the eastern horizon, trying to calm down. It hasn't helped. In a tall straight glass that reminds me of Mum, I pour vodka and apple liqueur, destroying a handful of ice in the blender before throwing that in too. I've pissed away $4,000, mortified and emotionally scarred a group of vulnerable people, and proved that even with the best of intentions, you can't make a porno out of everything. I clench the glass as I drink until my hand hurts. The indignity that I landed on Pip and Allison is like a noose. The sheer horror of it, for nothing at all. Closing my eyes, I filter the alcohol through the ice in long, shallow swallows. Distilled through layers of water, distilled through layers of volcanic rock, distilled through 5 filters and injected with fluoride and trapped in cheap plastic. Everything's in plastic here. Just as I'm throwing in more fractured ice, Dwayne tears in the room with a bounce and an obscene smile.
Have I done you a fucking good one or what?
I'm holding the rim of the glass like a claw grabber in one of those machines full of toys, though in the city there's one with live lobsters, $10 a pop. Dwayne slams his hand on the other side of the island counter.
I've saved our fucking arse, mate.
From a back pocket in his baggy khakis, he produces a disc case.
There's your movie.
Dangling the glass by my thigh, I pick up the disc like it's a photo.
You what? After you and the crew left, that Ada woman and her lot hung around.
He gets a beer from the obelisk fridge and comes back to the counter.
She was worried that she'd let you down, cost us money, all that. Dead keen to have Pip and Ally fuck on film, and they were up for it too, even though he wouldn't rise to the occasion. Gambling debts, I reckon. Anyway, so I called the crew back and phoned around a few folks.
He toasts with the bottle.
And I got Ivan in.
It takes a few seconds to realise that he means the only Ivan in the valley. Ivan the Terror. The Cold War machine. The Russian with the huge dick. Ivan did well in the industry for a while some 12 years ago, but pseudo-Russians went well and truly out of fashion, and most of the work he does now is as a dick double. A stunt dick.
What did you want with Ivan? For a mere 50 quid?
He beams, stabbing the disc with a blunt finger.
He fucked that freaky cunt well and truly.
I lose all feeling and hear the glass break.
You paid Ivan to come and jackhammer a disabled woman? She sucked him off too.
He opens the case, and on the paper inside is an itinerary. Only a technician would make notes like this.
Dwayne,
There isn't an end to that sentence. No fitting response exists. He holds up his hands.
I know it's going to be a lot shorter than we wanted, but on novelty alone, this thing will sell whether it's 10 minutes or 2 hours. It would probably be better to keep it short, actually. Like not having too much gore in film, because folk just look away.
I grip my face, my jaw, my bile in one hand.
I mean, come on, Mike. No one's going to buy this to fuck their wives to, or to whack off with.
He quickly goes on.
This won't outlive curiosity, really, and showing the guys at work.
I finally crack, hands slamming flat and stinging on the countertop. The disc jumps.
I don't believe this. Instead of having something remotely tasteful, you've got half an hour of a poor woman getting jackhammered by an 11-inch cock.
He nods to the disc with the head of the bottle.
It's a porno. That's what porn is. Fuck's sake, she was a virgin. Oh.
His mouth quirks as he frowns.
Gotta make sure we put that on the box. That'll expand our audience 10%.
I tear out the manuscript written in his neat print.
You made her do all this? Not made. A lot of directing, though. You got your work cut out cleaning the sound up.
He adds with a quirked brow. I'm holding a nightmare in my hands. Forget the Miller test. This'll count as a crime against humanity.
I can't fucking believe you. These people trusted us, trusted me to make something tasteful, something real.
A snort.
It doesn't get much more real than porn.
A strained cough as I choke on his nonchalance. I hold up the disc.
This is obscene! It's a fucking porno.
He snatches it back and sighs like my mother used to, hard and rattling with wet.
It's not the 70s, Mike. You can't get away with coy anymore. You've got all these big ideas about liberating people, but no one's going to watch some soft-focused, flaccid shit where some pixel dick makes soft, barely penetrative love to his one-legged, three-armed blind wife.
I stare at the countertop for a few seconds before sliding the paper into my line of sight, taking in the harsh, clean lettering anew.
This isn't what I wanted. I know.
he concedes, voice softening into a coax as he goes on.
But if you want to do this in porn, then you've got to do it like porn. It's a business. We can go as artsy and social docu as you want later on, but we've got to open the channel first, get some money in and sales up, so people will stock us. You can't just preach right off the bat.
Dwayne closes the disc inside its case.
Go grab a shower, mate, and I'll clean this up. We'll look at it in the morning and talk it through a bit more. Doesn't need to go anywhere till Friday.
Yeah, all right. I'll just clean this up.
The broken glass crunches in high notes when I step through it to get the dustpan from under the sink. As he's heading for the studio, Dwayne pauses.
Oh, the exterminator called yesterday. Said you can go back to your flat now.
I shove out a smile and start hunting for the dustpan and brush, letting my mouth slip when I hear the heavy door to the studio shut. This'll be just what I need out of life. Bugs rotting in the walls while I edit the limbless lady gangbang and skullfuck montages.